magical. The best game of the weekend in terms of kind of awe-inspiring wow was Seattle's defense completely shutting down the hottest offense in the NFL, San Francisco, in the Bay Area. Seattle is the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl. They are long, fast, twitchy, athletic. Christian McCaffrey and Brock Purdy out of sorts. A big part of it is the fact that their general manager, in my opinion, the best personnel guy in the league, Howie Roseman, may make the best trades. John Snyder's the best personnel guy. If you go to the Seahawks' first and second round picks, 9 of them in the last 4 years. Pete left the building. He took over. They are 9 for 9. They don't miss. And this Seattle team, as somebody from the Northwest, it does remind me of the last great Seattle team that had a defensive coach and was mostly led by a great run game and a defense. And they had a quarterback, the other team, but he wasn't really a unifier. He and Pete Carroll never really saw eye to eye, and that's the difference. Everybody in that building loves Sam Darnold. Everybody in San Francisco, USC, Minnesota loves Sam Darnold. He's a relatable guy. Quarterbacks always get special treatment. You can't ask for it. That Seattle team was packed. But you always heard things that the players didn't quite connect with Russell Wilson. He saw himself at times above the team. Fair or not, that's what you heard. You never hear that with Darnold. The GM, the coach, his teammates, constantly after games defending if he has an interception. And the reason being is because Darnold owns it. Doesn't seek special treatment. One of the guys. And that really matters. There's the old stories about Tom Brady that would walk up to rookies when he was in year 17 and go, "Hi, my name is Tom Brady." Of course, everybody knew that he was. But the fact that Brady would reach out was a way to communicate and connect with a 22-year-old out of Rutgers. That's Darnold's secret sauce. Yes, he's athletic. Yes, he's got a great arm. Yes, he's aggressive. Yes, he can run, make plays with his feet. But it's that relatability. And in life, look at who vouches for people. Kyle Shanahan loved him. Kevin O'Connell loved him. Mike McDonald, his biggest fan. This Seahawks team reminds me of that, but more unified. Yes, both have a run game led by their defense, defensive coach, but the quarterback, both were athletic. This time feels more galvanized, more unified, and they are the odds-on favorite to win the Super Bowl after Saturday night shutting down McCaffrey, Purdy, and Kyle Shanahan's red-hot offense.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to be straight up. I've been honest with Seattle Seahawks fans from the jump. I'm the one that said, be on the lookout for Seattle. I'm the one that said, be on the lookout for Sam Darnold and Seattle. I'm the one that told Minnesota Vikings fans, you don't want to move on from Sam Darnold. You don't want to move on from Sam Darnold. When people were ready to abandon Sam Darnold, whether last year or this year, I'm the one that was like, no, don't do that. When Colin was like, oh, they're too reckless. I don't trust them. They can't beat the Washington Commanders. I was like, what are you talking about right now? They're not going to be able to beat the Washington Commanders. Like, they're going to have to travel across the country. And it's like, what? I never wavered. I never, ever wavered. And I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm going to say 2 things. 1, the Seattle Seahawks, obviously, absolutely. Seattle Seahawks positively can win the Super Bowl. It's not even a question. Not even a question. 2, I do not care about what happened over a decade ago. Trying to compare this now with like Russell Wilson and this or that, it doesn't matter. And seriously, it doesn't matter. I don't even know why he's bringing that up right now, because none of that matters. It's 2026, man. We're in this year. I don't care about what happened with Pete K. I don't care what happened to Russell Wilson. I don't care about the leader that he was or he was. None of that matters. None of that matters. I care about this team right now. And this team as a whole is way more connected. Way more connected beyond just Russ, Pete, Carroll, etc., etc. This team itself is connected. The culture is through the roof. The support of one another is through the roof. This is easily one of, if not the easiest team to root for. And I just got to say this. I'm going to say this a couple times today because I was asked months ago. I believe it was, I forget what game. I think it was like the Packers and the Eagles game. I was live streaming it and someone said, what are your favorite teams? Who do you think? Who do you think is going to get to the Super Bowl? This, that. And I was like, I don't, don't really have those answers. Don't really have favorite teams. This I said, but I got two babies. I said, my two babies this year are the two teams that no one really believed in that I believe in. And it was the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. And now the Seattle Seahawks are the #1 seed. The Denver Broncos are the #1 seed. Isn't that amazing? I think it's pretty amazing. I'm allowed to feel good about myself, okay? I'm allowed to feel proud of myself for believing in two teams and not wavering, and not just because I'm just like, I believe in them. I believe in them because of actually what I'm seeing, because if I don't believe in you, I'll be like, yeah, no, you're not as good as I thought you were going to be, and then I abandon. I'm here to, tell the truth, not just have desperate fandom, but this has been amazing to see. And Seattle Seahawks fans have been there from the jump here. You guys are the ones that showed me that this is possible, that when you guys watch the full length of the video and subscribe while watching the video, views and subscribers go through the absolute roof. And I gotta ask you, but please keep doing it. Please keep subscribing and please keep watching the full length video. When you guys do that, everything goes through the absolute roof, as you can see. And it's not about just trying to chase subscribers. Seahawks fans know this better than anyone. I could not create Seahawks content that anyone wanted to watch. I kept creating videos and they just weren't watching it. And I was like, I want to talk about Seattle. Please, I believe in your team so much. Why won't you just listen to me? Now, when I create Seattle Seahawks videos, people just watch them because there's enough subscribers. You guys are actually around here now. That is the effect that you have. You literally put me in the position to be able yes, I could just make as many Seahawks videos as I possibly want because 200 people and more than 200 people are going to watch it. And again, it's not about just chasing views. It's just, I'm just a person. I got to create the videos and the content that people want to watch. Otherwise, it's just you know what? What's the point? So if I keep subscribing, if I keep watching the full length of the video, you put me in the best possible position to keep making the best Seattle Seahawks content that I can. Something that's grounded in reality, unbiased, so we can become firmly rooted in this sports world. I do not feel well today right now, but I am fired up. I was thinking to myself, I woke up and I was like, dude, you do not feel well. I was like, I know, man, I know. And I was like, but dude, this is Monday. This is the playoff week now. You got to bring the energy. This is kind of victory laps energy. How are you going to do it? And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Just get in, get out, make the videos, drink some water, and lay down. But talking about this now, I am fired up. I am genuinely fired up. I am not a performative person. I move when my heart says move. And when it doesn't, I'm like, I'm not. I don't care. What do you want from me? But I am fired up about this team. I really am. I really, really am. This has been an absolute thing of beauty. And it's a shame that this game was on Saturday because this game kind of gets lost a little bit. Now listen, I wanted the Seahawks and the 49ers to be the primetime Sunday night game. We got, Pittsburgh Steelers and Ravens was pretty amazing. The Seahawks 49ers game was a little less so, but I mean it just at this point it doesn't even seem necessary to even unpack that game individually. It just, what are we going to talk about? Third down conversion rates. I don't care about that right now. But I did absolutely positively love the tackling. I absolutely positively love the tackling. And it wasn't on the foundation of just hard hits. That's easy to see when you see someone getting hit hard. It was the tackling. It was using their hands, their arms, their body. They just were relentless. There was never any extra yards to be gained from the 49ers. It was absolutely amazing. That was one of the best tackling games, if not the best I've ever seen. And it's reminiscent of, ironically, a couple years ago in 2023, we saw the Philadelphia Eagles against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the yak was through the roof because they could not tackle. And I remember Troyman and Joe Buck said, this may be one of the worst games I've ever seen from a tackling perspective. And that game has just drilled into my brain of just how is this even possible? How is this even possible? And On the flip side, you see the Seahawks and you can see the difference. You control the game. Nothing was easy. Nothing was easy for that 49ers team. And also, don't clear's throat. Forget, again, like what was it like the third week in the season? I said this defense, I was like, this is the Legion of Boom 2.0. I said look out for Jackson Smith and Jigba and Sam Darnold. I said that when Sam Darnold fumbled the ball against the 49ers and had a fluke fumble against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, said Seattle Seahawks are a better team. Sam Darnold is a better quarterback computer. Who's the number 1 seed? Seahawks. Who's not in the playoffs? Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, okay. What quarterback should you want more? Sam Darnold or Baker Mayfield? The computer didn't answer because he said that's too insulting of a question to even dignify a response to. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about the Seattle Seahawks? Sam Darnold, Donald, Kubiak. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. I read every single comment. So, whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get into some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We're building an amazing community here, and I absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all generally feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of, and I think we're well on our way to doing it. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. I truly am so fired up right now, and I really don't feel well. But I'm so fired up right now. I feel like I got a game. I feel like tonight, I am just so fired up. I am so fired up, man. I want to make like 18 Seahawks videos today alone. I'm going to try not to be obnoxious and just keep saying, I told you so. I'm not going to do it, but I did tell you so. But let me know.